I think Sinners is going to have a good night. I think the big awards, Best Picture, Best Director, I think they both go to Hamnet. I just something about it. It seems like an Oscar film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was under the radar because it came out
right.
later, but
Exactly.
definitely sort of the pinnacle Oscar film.
Right.
Got the great sort of coming out for Jesse Buckley after years of work, and then Chloe
Right.
Zhao is a former winner. So
Yeah.
the writing's on the wall. I think they could definitely upset. Um, the Sinner wins. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah. It's
upset. If you're hearing this, we want to thank you for pressing play on another edition of It's the Stream Live podcast with Brandon and Lorin. And this week we are going to discuss the 98th Annual Academy Award nominations. They were announced last week, and there are a bunch of things to discuss, some milestones, the surprise nominations and snubs, as well as who we think may win, and how we're going to watch the rest of these Best Picture films before March 15th.
right.
And we're also going to touch on Sundance Film Festival. It started this weekend. We're going to see if there's any films we're excited about to see sometime this year. But first, how's your week going? How are you weathering this
Well,
snowstorm week all of a
that's
sudden?
pretty much all it's been. It's been cold and um, pretty cold this past week, but these last 2 days have been nuts. Today, I know I had to shovel like I think it was like 2 or 3 times because I went out early. It stopped. It never stopped. It hasn't stopped in like I don't know how many hours, but I went and shoveled, got it done, and then it covered back up, and then helped a neighbor. It was a lot. So, but it's been good. So, this coming week is supposed to be freezing, but I think we're done with the snow, so I can deal with that.
Right, right. Yeah, we did not touch the driveway, but we haven't had our plow out here either, so we
Right.
couldn't even get out if we wanted to. So I guess we're gonna do that tomorrow. Luckily, we're able to work from home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole office is working from home, so that would help. But yeah, just not too bad. We're really glad that our pipes didn't burst this time
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the last two times we had really cold weather, the pipes in the basement burst, and we had to have it
Yeah.
redone.
That's horrible. We had that happen a while ago, and then we had to replace it. We've been good so far. We just try to remember to always turn on the tap if we get down close to like the negatives. So
Got to turn the tap and open those cabinet
yeah,
windows. Yeah.
absolutely.
So that was fine, and we had Thanksgiving leftovers
Oh,
from the
jeez.
for dinner. So
Oh my goodness, man.
Thanksgiving, no, too far back. Maybe New Year's.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
Yeah, New Year's. I forgot we skipped that holiday. So yeah, we ate good today. So
That's good.
all right, let's get into our first segment with the Sundance preview. This weekend, of course, was the Sundance Film Festival over in Park City, Utah, and it's two milestones. It's the final festival in Utah, so they've done sort of like a legacy type look back at the years of different films that premiered there, moments. You can see that all on the website. I did not realize some of
Mm,
my favorite movies or movies I just didn't know premiered at Sundance. Like I did not know House Party premiered at
right.
Sundance. Half Nelson with
Absolutely.
uh Ryan
Jake
Gosling,
Gyllenhaal.
one of my favorite movies by
My bad.
him.
Yeah, it's Ryan Gosling. I almost said Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Yeah, and looking back, it does kind of make sense as that type of
Yeah.
movie, but my mind didn't go to Sundance
No.
back then. Films came from.
No, you're absolutely right because when I was looking at the list and I was going through and they did have those, they had I think they referred to them as Sundance Legacy films, and I didn't know Saw premiered at Sundance. It was on the list. So I
Right,
was like, wow,
right,
okay,
and that's gone on to be one of the major horror franchises. So
yeah,
it's been a great incubator for filmmakers, actors, artists in general for the past, I don't know, 40 something years
yeah,
almost.
absolutely,
And then also, this was the first festival that they've done without their founder, creator, Robert Redford, who passed last year. So I know there's been a lot of tributes to him from his daughter, from other artists. And they'll be looking forward to moving to Denver for 2027.
right.
So we'll see how that changes the festival, whatnot, what city they'll actually be in, whatnot. But just a lot of um, retrospective happening this year
Excellent.
at this year's
Yeah.
festival. Also, just a sidebar, I guess there was some type of political assault
Yeah, it
that
was
happened there
crazy.
as well, which was so crazy. I guess Saturday morning or Saturday evening sometime, man attacked who they said was like a person of color, yelled that he should go back where he came from and all these other racial epithets, whatever. And it turns out it was Florida Representative Maxwell Frost who was attacked.
Yeah.
Uh, so that was very random
It
and
was a
just shows where we are at as a country right now.
yeah, it was a strange story because they said that I guess it was some event and the guy got denied entrance and he snuck in and then he attacked him. It was like what? What's the security like?
He
What are we
probably didn't have
doing?
a ticket or anything.
Yeah,
He showed up,
that's nuts.
which is crazy. But yes, the Sundance Film Festival, a lot of artists come there to premiere films, short films, documentaries, foreign films. There's episodic premieres as well. You can also attend online. You can buy an online festival ticket, which is like $650, or you can purchase one ticket, which is one film ticket, which is $35 now. It used
Oh,
to be like 29. It's gone
yeah.
up in the last few years. But a litany of pieces to get into. And right now, we're just going to go through maybe five of the most anticipated films we were excited to see, just
Hmm.
reading through the descriptions and whatnot. We just go back and forth one by one.
That works.
My first one was, and why did they show up like that? Hold on one second. I'm trying to. Why did they do that? Anywho, my first one was Frank and Lucas. This is directed by Petra Biondina Volpe,
Hmm.
the Switzerland, UK director. Stars Kingsley Ben-Adir and Rob Morgan. And synopsis is a prisoner serving a life sentence forms a bond with an inmate after opting to care for dementia-ailed prisoners in hopes of getting parole.
Yeah,
So
that sounds
Ben
very good.
Adir, yeah, Ben Adir plays the prisoner with the life sentence, and he forms a bond with Rob Morgan.
Wow.
So two great actors, especially in
Right.
Morgan. So definitely wanted to see that based off the casting alone.
Yeah. No, that was the first one I saw as well, and that's what I picked. So I thought that would be a very good film. So yeah.
What's your number two?
All right, my number two is hold on, it's loading up here. Let's go Sundance, please. Okay. This is
The site does move slow. There's a lot of stuff going
yeah.
on.
The second one I had was If I Go, Will They Miss Me? And this is in the next thing, their next category. And the early synopsis says 12-year-old Lil Ant struggles to connect with his father when he begins to see surreal, almost spectral visions of boys drifting around his neighborhood. Their presence reveals a link between father and son, laying bare the threads that bind family, legacy, and place. And I was really kind of drawn in by like uh, the magical realism and just this idea that he's having these visions, and there's something about that really pulled me in. So I'll be interested to see that. And this is directed by Walter Thompson Hernandez. So he is a uh, Los Angeles-based director. So yeah.
And we are neck and neck. That's also my number two. I first heard of it on J. Alphonse Nicholson's Instagram page. He posted
Okay.
about it. So I'm interested in that. So yeah, we are we're
Right.
going.
Okay. It's your third
Uh,
one. Let's see if we keep going.
yeah, my third one is I hope I said this right. Jarapeo. I believe
Yeah,
it's
you
a
got me with that one.
documentary by Efren Mojica and Rebecca Zwig. It takes viewers into the rodeos of Mocoscan, sort of like a Mexican rodeo culture,
Hmm.
hyper masculine rodeo culture, and beneath
Okay.
that, there's tales of queerness throughout its history.
Oh, wow.
So it sounds very interesting, but yeah, it's a documentary on these rodeo shows where there's a legacy of queerdom beneath the surface between these male rodeo figures. So that's my number three.
That's pretty cool. All right. Um, mine, third one, and it is in the premiere section. It is Jane Elliott Against the World. Uh, and I thought this was a documentary, but I guess it's just a movie, but for those that don't know Jane Elliott, she did a lot of work against violence in like the early, well, her whole life has been dedicated to,
Hmm.
racism is what I meant to say, and how white people are part of it and the effects and how it grows and how it is pretty much the foundation of this country that we live in. And yeah, so I'd be very interested to see that.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was still with us.
Neither did I. They
So,
said she is, I think she's 90 or close to 90. So,
yeah. All right, my number four is Once Upon a Time in Harlem. This
yep.
is directed by the late William Greaves. This was a lost film of his, and they found the footage where he recorded sort of like a gathering of Harlem Renaissance luminaries in 1972.
Wow.
So it's sort of like capturing their perspectives on that time years later. And sort of like his last lost found footage film. So that's something I'm definitely interested in seeing the
Yeah.
perspective on that time and how much of what they did then might carry on to what we're experiencing now. So
Yeah. I I was close to picking that one, but I figured you would pick it, so I wouldn't pick the one. So yeah, I do very much want to see that one. But the next one I picked is called Soul Patrol, and this is about a group of soldiers, black soldiers who were drafted to Vietnam, and they were one of the first regiments of just black special operations to operate. And now the guys who still exist from that regiment are telling their story. So this is part of the documentary uh, portion of Sundance. So, and as we have family who were nearly drafted to Vietnam or family that fought in other wars, I think this would be really interesting to see a black soldier's perspective on fighting for a country that doesn't really respect you. So I'm
yeah.
curious about
Yeah, that was almost on my list as well. I made
that.
like a list of what I want to see and then picked like the
Yeah,
top out of it. So
that,
that that was on there. My fifth one is an interesting documentary. I believe it's animated, but it's called When a Witness Recants.
mm,
It's from Ty Nishi. How do you say his name? Shoot,
Lloyd.
Coates. Ty
Oh,
Ty
Ty
Nishi Coates.
Nehesi. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ty Nishi Coates, along with Don Porter, who's a documentarian.
Okay.
Coates revisits the 1983 murder of a Baltimore boy,
Oh,
when
wow.
he discovers that the three convicted murderers were falsely imprisoned by coerced testimony of other children.
Wow.
So they were in jail for 36 years until they found out they were actually innocent. So he
Damn.
revisits that story, um, being from Baltimore and sort of like the how the justice system basically cripples people into confessing to
Yeah.
crimes they didn't do.
Okay.
That's my number five.
And the last one I picked, my number five was called Take Me Home, and this is one of the drama films there. And the first little graph says Anna, a 38-year-old Korean adoptee with a cognitive disability, cares for her aging parents in a fragile balance and meeting one another's needs. And I just thought that right there was an interesting dynamic, and would be easy to see it because it is interesting. As you get older, you do have to kind of look after your parents in some way. They obviously can still take care of themselves, but then you add in the aspect of her having a cognitive disability, and it'd be very interesting to see, um, how this plays out because we don't get a lot of stories with people who have disabilities in any way. So this would
Mhm.
definitely be very, very interesting to see. So I would like to see that.
Okay. And like I said, the festival's going on right now. You can actually go on and purchase films, and those online films be available on the 29th through February 1st.
Right.
So certain films aren't available for purchase, but you can purchase as many as you like. Like I said, they're $35 a pop. I think last year I just did two.
Oh yeah.
Which were Plain Clothes, which is now on Mubi, and Ricky, which is just now getting distributed to theaters this March. So it literally took a full
Okay.
year for someone, and I
Right.
think they ended up self-distributing it because they could not find
That distributor. Yeah, that makes
a
sense.
distributor. So,
All right.
but yeah, that's the Sundance Film Festival. and next year they will be in Denver. So hopefully I get better prepared and have some coins to
Yeah, because I still get so upset thinking that that could have been in Cincinnati. That would have been insane. That would have
hold
absolutely
them
been
right there,
right.
right there, just literally next door.
Right, that would have been wild.
All right, now we'll get into our feature presentation. We are going to discuss the Oscar nominations, which were announced last Thursday by Lewis Pullman and Daniel Brooks, which I thought they did a great job. And some of the headlines coming out of the nominations: Sinners leads all nominations with a record-breaking 16. The
Insane.
previous record were Titanic and another film had 14, La La Land.
Yeah, La La Land, and then Joker had 11, I think, followed up after La La Land. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Sinners leads with 16. Right behind them is One Battle After Another with 13. You also had some first time nominees, a lot of first time nominees, Tiana Taylor,
Yeah.
Mumi Musaku, Wagner Mora, I think became the first Brazilian actor, male Brazilian actor to get lead actor nomination.
Oh, wow.
And I think Leo, this is like his eighth actor.
Okay.
Um, um, what's his name? Timothy Chalamet becomes the second youngest to get lead actor, I
Yeah.
believe.
I saw something where, oh, I can't remember the number, but I think Timothy Chalamet has already been nominated for like 8 Oscars at the age of 30. I think he's just 30
Yeah,
now, which is insane. Just
yeah, he's really doing it,
yeah,
honestly.
and he's good. I mean, like
Yes, the Oscars will be held on Sunday, March 15th on ABC at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can stream live on Hulu, just in case you don't have cable, and it'll be hosted by Conan O'Brien for the second year in a row, which I thought he did great
yeah,
last year.
he and Nikki Glazer seem to be great hosts, and maybe shows should just stick with them. Don't change it up.
Right, right, because a lot of folks don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't have the juice.
So let's just go ahead and get into the nominations right in order. I'm just reading from ABC News. They look like they're going in order, but some reason, best costume design is last. I don't know if they forgot to put that
All right, hold
somewhere
on a
else
second.
in the list. But they start with the first one, which was announced, I believe. They start with Best Supporting Actress.
You said you're looking at ABC News.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
their little story on it. It's what first came up when I typed in Oscar
Ah, I got you.
nominations.
Okay, yeah, good.
So, Best Supporting Actress, we have Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, which I guess was a surprise to
Hmm.
people. I didn't think they thought she'd make it. Um, Also for Sentimental Value, Inga Ivdottir Linnaeus,
Yeah.
uh, Amy Madigan for Weapons, and this is literally 40 years after her first nomination and win
Wow,
for I forget what the film was called, but she was last nominated 40 years ago.
that's crazy.
Then we had Wunmi Musaku for Sinners, and then the Golden Globe winner Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Who are you leaning more towards?
Uh,
I don't know if they're honor horror, so
I think I would like to see Wunmi Mosaku win. I've heard good things about Sentimental Value. I've not seen it yet, but I think it's either up between Wunmi Mosaku or Tiana Taylor. Um, and speaking of Amy Madigan, I watched TCM religiously, and she was on there, and she was talking about how, oh my goodness, Joan Crawford's performance in one movie. Is it something's wrong with something about Baby Jane? I can't remember which movie.
whatever happened to Baby
That's
Jane?
it. That's the title. Influenced her, and it was really interesting to hear what she had to say about how she used things from that to create her performance. But yeah, to stay on
Now
point,
that you mention it, they did have similar
yes, absolutely,
appearance.
and that's one thing
Yeah,
they talk about. So yeah, but yeah, I think I would like to see Wumi Masaku win this one.
yeah. I'm rooting for Wumi because I didn't think she'd be nominated because I think she
No,
wasn't really in the race.
yeah,
Uh, if they don't do horror, which I don't see them doing, people love this film so much that it might break through.
you're right.
I could see them going toward Tiana just because Weapons is considered horror as well.
Exactly.
And I think this is the only nomination Weapons got. It kind of got straight out
Wow.
elsewhere.
Wow.
Best makeup and hairstyling, Frankenstein. Kokuo is a film I just learned about, I think, last week. A young Asian man is adopted by a young Asian man from the Yakuza is adopted by another family, and he grows up to become a uh, what they call like Shibuki
Oh,
actor, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And as he grows up with this boy as his adopted brother, they develop this strained rivalry
Hmm.
uh, in the theater. So it looked really interesting. I don't know when I'll see it, but that's that's what that's about.
That's cool.
Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and then The Ugly Stepsister.
I think of those it's going to be between Frankenstein and Sinners, and I'm really surprised that we know it got no nominations, but that Wicked wasn't in this category at least. But
Right.
I think Sinners takes it. Just yeah, that one's tough. It's going to be one of those two.
Mm-hmm. And we'll go ahead and skip the costume design because this is where somewhere else where I thought Wicked would show up as well.
Right.
Some reason they have Avatar Fire and Ash when all those characters are 3D CGI.
Yeah.
So what costumes are we
Yeah,
looking
that
at?
didn't even make sense.
You get Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and then Sinners. And this nomination actually gave Ruth E. Carter, made her the most nominated Black woman in
Yeah.
Oscar history. So I'm leaning Frankenstein and Sinners between those two.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much.
All right, the next is Best Original Score. You have Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. I
Yeah.
remember enjoying the music One Battle After Another during scenes like that
Yeah.
frantic of techno. I like that. Um, haven't seen the other films. Frankenstein, I don't really remember the music.
Yeah, neither do I. And
And the
I
Sinners, of course,
yeah.
Ludwig doesn't lose.
No, yeah. So I think it's a safe bet to go with that again.
Best live action short film, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I have nothing about that one.
Good luck. Adapted screenplay,
Okay, yeah.
Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Bow After Another, and Train Dreams.
For me, it's Train Dreams. I don't that movie absolutely captivated me. If you haven't seen it yet, it's very, very good. So
It's on my
um
list.
I think it'll be that or Hamnet. I think Hamnet's gonna pull some upsets. I really
Yeah,
do.
I think people were kind of downplaying it, but Chloe Zhao
Yeah.
is an amazing author. So
She's so talented, yes.
I didn't realize Begonia was a book or
Yeah,
play or
neither did I. It's
surprised me. Then original screenplay, we have Blue Moon. It was just an accident. Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
I think Marty Supreme, and first of all, Blue Moon, I heard about the movie like 2 weeks ago. Like I didn't know
Right.
anything about it.
Right.
So I don't know. I think Marty Supreme may come away with that one. Maybe you always got to put Sinners in the mix, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Best Supporting Actor. Some tough names here. We have
Yes,
Benicio
yes.
del Toro for One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi, who won the Golden Globe for Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo landed his first
Yeah.
Oscar nomination with Sinners, which was a surprise to everyone. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, then Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. Wait, did he win the Golden Globe or Jacob? What did Jacob win?
Oh, I don't know.
Now I'm confused.
I
I
think
think
I think it was Stellan.
Stellan won the Golden Globe. Jacob won something else.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was. Critics' Choice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I was surprised he won. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly. My pick is Delroy because this obviously make up for the Five Bloods and his
Yes.
career. This is his first nomination. Just give it to him, please.
Yeah. I would love to see that as well.
And
Um,
anything else for supporting actor?
no, I'm good. I
Animated short film,
Don't know.
good for them. This is the new nomination this year, new award this year, Best Casting. You have Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Bow After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners.
Now, here's my thing. This seems like all of these are subjective, but this seems like the most subjective category that you could possibly ever have. I'm not sure how you.
Hmm.
Best casting seems like best film. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right. You would think.
yeah,
Um, I haven't, unfortunately, I haven't seen the other movies. I know with One Battle After Another, there's an ensemble there, but a lot of them aren't together at once.
right,
I
yeah,
guess you'd say the way Sinners is like you have them gradually meet up with everyone and play off
right.
everybody eventually. So, but it could be a toss up. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Best original song we had Diane Warren for "Dear Me," um, Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters, I Lie to You from Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Joy from Viva Verdi,
Hmm.
and Train Dreams from Train Dreams.
I don't know. I don't know much about K-pop Demon Hunters, but I know that they are absolutely massive in terms of popularity. So I guess
Hmm.
you gotta watch out for them. And as for the other ones, yeah, I don't really know. Again, that seems like a toss-up as well.
Yeah, Golden could win just because the massive popularity
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
And then I Lie to You could win just because it's part of that iconic scene.
right,
I
right.
honestly thought um, last time I seen the Sun would have been nominated here because I think that's the better song.
Okay, yeah,
Like I Lied to You is like the song you remember,
right.
but last time I seen the Sun, I think is my favorite song from the soundtrack. Best documentary feature film: The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor.
Yeah,
I have not seen any of these.
no,
I
no,
know
yeah.
The Perfect Neighbor, people say that's extremely well done, but hard to watch.
Watch, yeah,
The Alabama Solution is on my list to watch. I've heard some things about Mr. Nobody Against Putin, of course, that's about the stint against
yeah,
Vladimir Putin. Again, I'm not sure where people will lean.
yeah. No, I have no real input on that one either. Those I still need to see. So,
If if anything by name recognition, I see The Perfect Neighbor because it caused such
right,
a
exactly.
stir, and it's Netflix, and they're looking for Oscars. So, a documentary short film, um,
I,
all the all the empty
well, yeah, I was
rooms.
just about to say that has to win.
Yeah, I think it's going to stretch out
Yeah.
of the rest. The other ones are Armed Only with a Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renaud, Children No More, Were and Are Gone, The Devil is Busy, and then Perfectly Estranged. The only other one I heard of is The Devil is Busy. And I believe that's about Black maternal health, I think,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken, because I believe Soledad O'Brien had something to do with it
Oh wow.
somewhat. And I think it's the same director as, or someone from The Perfect Neighbor also did something with The Devil is Busy. So they're a two-time
Oh okay. Yeah.
nominee. Yes, it follows an Atlanta abortion clinic, which is besieged by protesters. So that's actually on HBO. It dropped last year. So she could win too.
Oh, yeah.
International feature film. We have Brazil's The Secret Agent, France's It Was Just an Accident, Norway's Sentimental Value, Spain's Surat, and Tunis, Tunisia's The Voice of Hind Rajab.
I
Um,
I think it's gonna come from one of those first three, and it was just an accident when the whatchamacallit, the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival in France. So um,
mhm,
it has to be maybe top of the list. But I keep hearing so much about sentimental value, so I don't know.
yeah. I've been wanting to see It Was Just an Accident since
Right.
Con. Um, Also the voice of Han Rajab, they might go
Yeah,
that way because of the subject matter and the way it's filmed.
that's
So,
true. That's true.
it'd be interesting to see which way they go. Best animated feature film: Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Melee, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. I think they're going to go with K-pop Demon
Yeah,
Hunters.
I think that's wrapped up already. I think it's K-pop Demon Hunters as well.
Yeah, Zootopia made a bunch of money,
Yeah,
like
which is nuts.
insane, like
Like,
new record.
here's the thing. I didn't know it had that type of following like that. When the first
That's
numbers came out after it released, I was like, wait a second. Like, that's wild.
like people were that hungry for
Yeah.
a sequel. Mm, Pass me. Best production design: Frankenstein, Hamnet, Mario Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Yeah. That that's tough too, but I think that comes down to Sinners, Hamnet, or Frankenstein. Hamnet is essentially it is a period piece. So to
Mhm.
make it look like it's back in the time of Shakespeare, Frankenstein as well, and then Sinners in the what was that? Sinners supposed to be 20s, 30s,
The 20s, yeah.
20s, yeah.
Oh,
So
1932,
30s,
30s.
okay, yeah. So yeah, for me it's one of those three, but I think yeah, Hamnet. I just really don't know.
Yeah, if Sinners starts, like if we start hearing the name over and over
Yeah,
again,
yeah, you're
I think
absolutely right.
these are like a sweep. If not, it could be anyone's
Right.
game. Best film editing: we have F1, Marty Supreme, One Bow After Another, Sentimental Value, or Sinners.
That will be interesting because one battle after another is it has that same anxious feeling as what was the movie something Gems with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that same anxiety type feeling. So I can see that F1 is an action film and a racing film so as well. So I think it comes down to one of those two for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The One Bow After Another definitely, um, just like the scene changes, the
Yeah,
action sequences, especially the last 30-minute action scene, that like the
right.
race chase scene, everything was very, very well done. So then we go to best sound: F1, Frankenstein, One Bow After Another, Sinners, and Seurat.
Yeah. I,
Thinking F1 because it's
yeah, I was
race
just about to say
cars.
that. Exactly. I think that'd be a that and it's probably yeah, it's probably the best choice of those.
Mm-hmm. We get into best visual effects: Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, which kind of
Yeah.
came out of nowhere, and then Sinners. I think the given off the top is Avatar, Fire and Ash,
Yeah,
since
because that's all it is visual
yeah,
effects. Yeah.
it's visual effects. I don't see it. I don't see why it wouldn't win.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
The Lost Bus. Do they just need a fifth one? Like,
I don't know. Yeah. That's very strange.
very random. Cinematography: Frankenstein, Mario Supreme, One Bow After Another, Sinners, and Train Dream.
Yeah, it's train dreams for me.
Yeah, I heard that film was
It's
in
just beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. All right, now we're getting to the nitty
There we
gritty. So,
go.
like, main top ones after Best Supporting Actress and Actor, we have Best Actor: Timothy Chalamet for Mario Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Mm,
This is a close one. I could see Leo winning it. I genuinely could. So that's who I'm going to go with is Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, given that he wasn't really a front runner
Right, right.
whole award season and just happens to be here. Yes, half of it is off of past work, name recognition, um, and the film itself. I wouldn't be surprised if Mora wins it, given he kind of
Yeah.
broke through.
That's true.
And I think he plays multiple characters in the movie, if I'm
Oh
not
wow.
mistaken. I really don't know what the movie's about, so I have to don't don't take my word on that. But I think he plays multiple characters.
Well,
Um,
okay.
and then Jordan, of course,
Right.
is his best role to date. Playing two
Yeah,
characters, I think a
absolutely.
lot of people were kind of skeptical on what that would look like for him, but I thought he did an amazing job, and him and Cougar really are a magical pair
Right.
when it comes to film. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. That moves us to Best Actress with Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne, but If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, which is her first nomination. Renat Linsev for Sentimental Value, and then Emma Stone has been nominated like 5 of the last 6 years.
Yeah.
We're
This is
going,
Jessie Buckley's, and I want her to win. I've been watching Jessie Buckley for years. She used to be on a show, and the first time I ever saw her was on PBS Masterpiece on a show like 2017, and even then I was like, damn, she can act. Like she was very, very good. So I hope she wins this.
yeah, I think they'll go with Jessie. Her work speaks for itself.
Yeah,
She's a new
absolutely.
that actually deserves it. Unlike, sorry, Mickey Madison, you did not
Yeah.
deserve that for Nora. Um, I think she'll come out on top. I guess I need to sing Song Some Blue because
Yeah, I
this
don't,
little movie all of a sudden propels Kate into the Oscar conversation is very interesting.
exactly. And it's just like, what?
Brings us to Best Director. Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Sakti, for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I have to say, this does look like a very somewhat diverse
Mm-hmm.
uh, list here. You have a woman who's Asian, Coogler, Trier. I'm not sure. I'm guessing they're white, but some type of European.
Yeah.
Um, I think folks may be. I wouldn't be surprised if Chloe wins, just
Yeah.
given
I was just about to say that.
her past and the way Hammett sort of won Best
Yeah.
Picture at the Golden Globe. So
Yeah, I think that's hers. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think the Academy is going to award a horror film for best film like Ryan Coogler. I think
yeah,
that vote has passed, unfortunately. It's either going to be Chloe or Paul Thomas Anderson, I believe.
and I think this is his second time being nominated because was he nominated for Black Panther or no?
Ooh, I don't remember. I genuinely don't.
I don't. I can't remember what Black Panther was nominated for, but they do love them some Coogler.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but
We'll
I
see.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chloe upsets. I guess upsets
Right.
uh the
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 favorites, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And then we have the 10 nominees for Best Picture.
Yes.
Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
Hmm.
F1, I don't know how it got here. I guess it's
Yeah.
10th
Yeah, I think
nominee.
this one you could kind of do by like the process of elimination. F1 and Frankenstein and Begonia don't really hold up to the rest of the pack.
Hmm.
Um, Secret Agent, Cinema and Value don't have like that same buzz. And unfortunately, Train Dreams is in there. Again, it comes down to Hamnet, Murray Supreme, One Bath After Another, or Sinners.
Yeah. And I think depending on how those films do
Yeah,
early
earlier.
program, we can kind of see where they're
Yeah.
landing.
I
Um,
I think Sinners is going to have a good night. I think the big awards, Best Picture, Best Director, I think they both go to Hamnet. I just something about it. It seems like an Oscar film.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was under the radar because it came out
right.
later, but
Exactly.
definitely sort of the pinnacle Oscar film
Right.
got the great sort of coming out for Jessie Buckley after years of work, and then Chloe
Right.
Zhao is a former winner, so
Yeah.
the writing's on the wall. I think they could definitely upset. Um, but Sinner wins, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah. What's crazy about Hamnet is that you're hearing about Chloe Zhao, you're hearing about Jesse Buckley, but Paul Mescal is playing Shakespeare. Is he not doing well? Is he not a
They
main
don't
character?
care about him. They're like,
Yeah,
no, we don't care about you. You've been here before.
exactly. You hear nothing about him. It's nuts.
So yeah, that's our thoughts on the Oscar nominations. Hopefully we'll be able to, I know it's not our week to record, but maybe we can just talk about our immediate reactions to the winners
Yeah,
that night or something that next Monday and then do a full
a full
recap
yeah, yeah.
later on. Um, but yeah, Wicked being completely shut out was interesting,
That's yeah. It's hard to fathom.
but people did not like that second movie. I
Yeah,
heard from all different people. Evidently, the play's strongest moments are in the first half.
right.
The second half is a bit weaker, and I guess they made some liberties with the songs as well. Like they made some new songs that people didn't really care for.
Okay,
So unfortunately, all the air kind of went out of that entire
right.
franchise.
And I need to get off the website because it's evil. But on X, the conversation surrounding the 16 nominations for Coogler very quickly went a racist direction. People were like, it's not deserving. 16 nominations is for a film that's a masterpiece. And it's like I said, Joker had 11 nominations. That was a shit film, in my opinion. La La Land was okay and have 14. And it's just like,
And it didn't win.
right. And I don't understand why. Okay, I understand a film needs to be close to a masterpiece as possible, but like, no, there's just undeserved hate on Ryan
Yeah.
Coogler. Anything that centers black people, like,
Mhm. And especially after a year where we raised Honora up to these astronomical heights, and it was just an okay
it
movie.
was okay. It was too long, and just yeah, no,
Like no one talks about that anymore. I haven't heard
no,
anyone say
no.
anything about Nora. I know Mickey Madsen's getting ready for another movie, but that was just like a fluke,
Yeah,
and
it was
hadn't hit.
very
Sorry.
yeah, no, I agree.
So
So
yeah, we'll see what happens come March. And hopefully we can, well, I can get to seeing these movies. I know a lot of them are already on streaming.
right.
I'm thinking most of them will be available by the time the Oscars come around.
I don't think Sentimental Value has an American distributor yet, so I think that one would definitely come out. Well, I think it has one, but something I saw was like almost mid-spring, so it would be after
Yeah,
Oscars, and yeah, I imagine Hamnet would be the same, but yeah, everything else is at our
pretty.
fingertips, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah. I know Training's on Netflix. Mario Supreme should be coming to HBO Max
yeah,
because they have A24 partnership. F1 is on Apple TV. The other ones I'll figure out, but
yeah.
yeah. All right, that was our feature presentation, and now we'll get into our streams of the week. I went to see Dead Man's Wire in
Okay,
theaters by Gus Van Sant, um, starring Bill Skarsgård, and it's about a man in 1977 in Indianapolis who kidnaps president of a mortgage firm who believes they cheated him out of land he was supposed to purchase for some businesses. And he holds him hostage for 3 days until he's afforded a press release, a press conference for them to admit wrongdoing and sort of vindicate him.
mm,
The film was decent. I gave it 3 stars. Um, I thought it wasn't as powerful as I thought it was going to be. It's kind of understated,
yeah,
um, but decent performances. I think the best part, excuse me, the best part was how it ended. Actually, this is a true crime story, so spoilers. You can look this up. It happened
yeah,
real
yeah,
life. At the end, basically the character Tony, I can't pronounce his last name, like Quititius or something like that.
yeah,
They do arrest him. Um, and he goes to trial and he's found not guilty by insanity. So he gets
Oh,
off
wow.
and goes about living his life. Um, he sort of eventually is sent to a mental institution. They actually were going to release him if he admitted to being insane, which he did not. So I think
Yeah.
he's like 8 years there before passing. And then the mortgage president, the business folded after the controversy, and he sort of drunk himself to obscurity. So kind of
Oh,
a very interesting ending, but it
mm,
was a decent film.
okay.
Co-stars Dockery Montgomery,
Yeah. Yeah.
Coleman Domingo, Al Pacino's in there a little
Oh, wow.
bit. Mahela from Industry. You could tell it wasn't Indianapolis. I believe they shot this in Louisville.
Oh,
So those
you
two
do
cities
not look
sound
alike.
alike. So I was trying to spot landmarks. Said no, this is
Yeah.
not the capital of Indiana. There
All
is
right.
some footage from the real life press conference interspliced in there, so
Okay, that's cool.
that was interesting. Then I started I Love LA on HBO Max
Yeah.
from Rachel Sennett. I actually like it. I watched the first
Yeah,
3 episodes.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it has more story than I thought there would
Right.
be.
Right.
I thought it'd be sort of like a sporadic one off each episode, but there is sort of like a narrative linear
Yeah.
tale going on. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And then I watched the first 2 episodes of Ryan Murphy's The Beauty. It's not bad, but it's not
Good.
that great.
Yeah.
Um, 2 FBI agents investigate these deaths of people basically spontaneously combusting.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
the common thread is they all had a sexual transmitted disease that made them beautiful.
Okay.
And this is all connected to some shady corporation that's spreading the virus. And Ashton Kutcher is the leader of that. And then Anthony Ramos plays an assassin that works for Kutcher. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Um, the first episode takes a while to get
Like,
together,
okay.
um, but it's more Ryan Murphy, somewhat campy satire on a very topical subject.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really as
There-
interesting as some of his earlier series.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Excuse me.
For me, I just watched the Seven Dials, Agatha Christie Seven Dials, which is based on her novel Agatha the Seven Dials mystery, and I thought it was decent. It was just 3 episodes, each of them about just shy of an hour long, and it's about the secret society that's taking place in I think it's like 1920s London, and they are trying to kind of keep this invention, and this like formula safe that can help with other things. I got a little lost because they just 3 episodes. They throw a lot in there, and once people start dying, and I mean, it's a mystery. There's like a dozen characters, so it's like, hold on a second,
Yeah,
who is that? What is that? But other than that, I thought it was pretty decent. It starts off a little slow, and then it picks up, and I can't say there's like a lot of action you would expect in a mystery film, but it's still enjoyable and easy to watch, and a pretty good cast. I didn't recognize the main character, the woman Mia McKenna Bruce. I know she's been in things, but I don't think I've seen it. And but then Helena Bonham Carter was in it, and Martin Freeman. Those are probably the most notable names. So, but yeah, it was decent. Something easy to watch if you're looking for something on Netflix. So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, so we want to thank you for listening to this full episode of It's a Streamable Life podcast with Brandon and Lauren. For more contact, you can follow on Instagram at Philip_Winslow. No vowels, not spelling. Our next episode, I believe we will be discussing. One second, I wrote it down and then I forgot. Not sure what we'll be discussing.
Hmm.
We will be in February. I'm trying to think if there's any shows. Oh, the Grammys.
Oh yeah,
What
that will be
That'll
Isn't
be
it the 8th?
yeah. The Grammys are the first.
Oh, the first. Okay, yeah, yeah.
So we can talk about the Grammys since um, that's the next big thing, and I'm sure there'll be some new shows to discuss
Sure, yeah.
new things in the entertainment industry. So until then, keep on streaming.
All right, peace.